protections and benefits of the United States Constitution. Furthermore, to be clear on this issue, in college and in the workforce, in your future, you will be exposed to diverse ideas and thoughts in the people with whom you will have to learn with and with whom you will have to get along with. As a high school, it is our duty to prepare you to be career and college ready. At Fox Lane, we take pride in the fact that we are a cut above the rest. At Fox Lane, we set the standard that others should look up to. At Fox Lane, we treat others, regardless of opinion, agreement, or disagreement, with respect and honor. We challenge you all to set the example for our country. If we cannot be respectful and honor one another, how can we expect the nation to follow? I grew up in a different time and at a different place. I spent part of my young life in Berlin, Germany at the height of the Cold War. I saw people without rights and without the protections of laws. You are so very lucky to live in the United States. My family also lived in Alabama in the early 1960s. I can vaguely recall seeing the fires billowing in the sky as we drove by the outskirts of Selma. When we lived outside Washington, D.C. in 1969, I remember walking home from school and being pelted with rocks by local bullies because I wore black pants and a friend of mine that I walked with had dark skin. The day my father went to war in Vietnam, I was 8 years old. I will remember that day the rest of my life. He got down on one knee in Dulles Airport and looked me in the eye and said, "Jimmy, I'm going to war today so that one day you don't have to." My father took the oath as an Army officer to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States. In his footsteps, as an educator, and every educator signs an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States. To censor any student from viewing the implementation of the U.S. Constitution played out through the peaceful transition of power would be a breach of that oath and obligation. Equally, to force a student to view the presidential inauguration would be an equal breach of those rights afforded to all by the Constitution of the United States. Today, I challenge all of us to honor the rights of all and celebrate our participation or non-participating in viewing the presidential inauguration. What a wonderful country we live in. We are not perfect. Our country's not perfect. However, the privilege we share as Americans is that we all and always have the hope for change and betterment by our involvement. America is a different place today than when I grew up. Thank goodness. In the days and years ahead, the baton will be handed to you to continue this tradition we are so fortunate to have. All I can say is go Foxes and be the best I know you are.
All I can say.